Whoa, well, we've got a article that the editor of The Rise of Skywalker says the film was rushed in production, and it indeed is fan service. Something we all knew, Anyway, it's clear from watching the movie it was rushed, and it was cut together like a trailer, and it was a lot of fan service for the sake of fan service. So here we go. This is IndieWire. Rise of Skywalker editor opens up on rush production, agrees film is fan serviced. And guys, if you haven't liked the channel, give it a thumbs up, the video, and subscribe. Help build this channel, this community. Well, I do appreciate it. All right, here we go. It's a struggle. It affected everything. J.J. Abrams' longtime editor Maryann Brandon says of rushing to meet the December 20th release date. Most critics agree that the Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker is a disappointing finale to the 9-film Star Wars saga. And many have been wondering, since the film's December 20th release, whether or not it would have been stronger had the production been given more time to breathe. While appearing on the Rough Cut podcast, Rise of Skywalker editor Maryann Brandon admitted the film's production was rushed, which made for a challenging editing process. Brandon is Rise of Skywalker director Abrams' longtime editor, having worked with him on TV's Alias, plus Mission Impossible 3, Star Trek, and Star Wars Force Awakens, amongst other projects. We were definitely still trying to figure a lot of stuff out, she said, about the sped-up editing process. It's a struggle. It affected everything. About a third of the way through, Lucasfilm president KK Kathleen Kennedy was like, JJ has got to spend more time in the cutting room. That's what KK said to JJ. And I knew that wasn't going to happen. Not with the schedule that we were on. Not with what he was dealing with. On a daily basis, he was exhausted by the end of the day. A daily basis of just crap coming at him. And he just couldn't even, didn't have time to get it all together. So much pressure from KK. According to Brandon's estimates, the Rise of Skywalker crew had 3 months less to work on the latest Star Wars movie than was the case for Force Awakens. And I wonder if that's because the rumors of them shooting, reshoots for 3 months. And look at this, 3 months less, 3-month reshoots. Do some addition there. Or comparison. I'm not very good at math. Disney set a December 20th, 2019 release date for the movie that could not be moved, forcing Brandon to edit on set so that the production schedule was maintained. Edit on set. Have you ever heard of such a crazy thing? Well, I certainly have not. I suggested I cut on set. We had 2 tented rooms, so I just went wherever JJ was, usually 10 feet away from the camera, wherever the camera was, Brandon said, and I just mobily cut. And in between takes, JJ could sit down with me and we could go over things. So we all said this like it seems like a trailer being, just cut and pieced together. And here we have confirmation from the editor that they were literally editing as they were shooting. You can't get any more fast-paced, quick editing than that. I mean, this really confirms, a lot of the rumors, a lot of the things we've said, and I think validates our critiques on the film that it seemed like it was just thrown together. And it literally was, from the editor's mouth. As for the negative critical reception of The Rise of Skywalker, Brandon said, in a time when the whole world is polarized, it should not be a film that is polarizing. Basically, the message is, hey, you know what? You can be bad and good come into you can be bad and good come into your life, and maybe if you're open-minded to it, extraordinary things can change your mind. And you have to believe there's always hope. No, I read that right. I thought I misread that, but I don't know if that makes sense. There's a lot of editing issues here, not only in The Rise of Skywalker, but in this article right here. Oh boy. Alright, well, we'll move on. One of the biggest complaints thrown at The Rise of Skywalker is the movie is pure fan service, which is not a claim Brandon will try to fight. Look, sure it's fan service, the editor says, but if you didn't service the fans, it would be, oh, he didn't go along with the history of Star Wars, and with all that means. That's it. That's the end of the article. So basically it's saying, yeah, we fan service the crap out of it. But hey, we had to, because if you don't fan service, then, people are going to be like, well, you just didn't pay attention to the history of Star Wars. Yet that is what we're saying. We are saying that. Even though you fan serviced it, you still didn't pay attention to the history of Star Wars. You still screwed things up beyond belief. You negated Anakin being the chosen one. You've destroyed the Force Ghost abilities, all different kinds of things here, and you fan serviced the crap out of it, and you still couldn't get it right. Oh boy. Anyway, so that's it. That's the article. I just thought it was very telling that the editor has come out and said pretty much what we've all been saying. Yes, it was fan serviced. Yes, it was rushed, and yeah, it was literally pieced together as they were going along. So, incredible, high budget motion pictures editing on the go, because they were so rushed. They lost 3 months, which were probably 3 months that they had to reshoot. So, there you have it. Rise of Skywalker, a editing phenomenon. It just didn't turn out phenomenal. All right, guys, like the video and give it a thumbs up, and subscribe to the channel if you have not. We're gonna keep chugging along. 2020, here we come, coming in hot. Until next time, lock the doors and hope they don't have blasters.